22-year-old. Been playing in Scandicci since 2021. Takes a little heat off that. She's got more in the tank for sure. Oro to the outside. Giovannini with a fast arm. That's coming back Italy's way. Another opportunity, changes it up to go line. Now it's Grozer again with the roll into another stuff block. Farr gets a piece of it this time.
Hitting these balls up when it's been really difficult, but those attackers in the front line for Germany.
Yeah, the discipline on this Italian block. If you're a young player, this is exactly the kind of style you want to pay attention to. The middle's movement, those inside arms. Great defense there from Antropova again. Tip and recycle. Italy looking a little scrambly today. Here comes a free ball for Germany. Can they capitalize? Into hands and some touches, but that's a great changeup by Grozer.
Setting this ball outside. Normally on a free ball, you expect it to go fast tempo to a middle or maybe a right side, front or back court, but great job sending it out. That left a seam in the block for Grozer to hit through. One of the best teams in the entire world. You have to play just a little bit more clean because you can't give the opponent points when they're racking them up themselves.
100%. Alsmeyer going off the hands. That goes clean into Giovannini's pocket, and it's Farr who's up and ready to rip.
Really good transition play for Italy. Fast, quick tempo, pushed all the way up at the net for the attacker, and that middle is working so hard to get all the way off, so Farr can get up.
The bench of Italy not looking too concerned, have to say. They're only 2 points down, plenty of volleyball left to play. They came back in set 3 against USA yesterday.
Down 7 points in that set.
Yeah, what do you think it was they did that brought them back in?
The biggest thing was the serving. They really turned it up. Anna Danesi had a phenomenal serving run back on the line, so good opportunity here. A little bit of chaos happening on Italy's side, but they slow it down and find open spots on the court.
Really giving up more than they're getting is unusual. Alsmeyer looks for one, can't find the floor. Free ball coming back from De Gennaro. Quick ball to the outside. That's the speed Alsmeyer loves. High ball in response. Still doesn't go down. Great defense by Grozer. Oh, but the stinger is a non-covered ball.
We're waiting for you. Someone's got to call it off and play it.
Germany playing really well in a lot of areas right now.
And that was one play, especially this late in a set, that you just can't have on your side.
So Italy's showing some cracks in their armor, having to make that double sub change. Quick outside. Doesn't fall. Germany with a chance to score. Alsmeyer looks high off the hands. Back to Malual, and she finds the floor. Dirty volleyball, but gets it done.
A lot of tips really on both sides are falling incredibly well. What I love that Malual did was it wasn't just a feather tip. She's putting some speed behind that tip to throw it too. Sometimes it's nice to be the underdog because you have nothing to lose. You're just getting after it.
Yeah, there's nothing better than playing one of the best teams in the world and just feeling like you can just put everything out there.
Yeah.
That's certainly what the teams will be doing against Brazil later as well.
It's fun. There's just no pressure. And Germany's definitely playing like it. You can tell just how tight they are as a unit, how much fun they're having. The team plays like this all the time.
Yeah, they definitely appreciate to be at this level. I think we talked about this a bit yesterday. Sometimes when you play volleyball for your... Antropova was the best server of the Champions League this year. And still, I feel we haven't seen her best. Cross-court swing, that one's dug. Alsmeyer from the backcourt, can't find the floor, and Antropova again, this time gets it through.
This defense on both sides, I mean, it is monster swing. Backcourt is doing such a nice job of being in the right places to get it up.
The speed of the arm, the movement of the feet, there's just a lot going on this court today. Grozer has some speed of her own. Giovannini goes for it. Great touch by Kinderman to keep it alive. Stouts swings, and she's covered. Kinderman one more time, cross court, better defense out of Antropova. But Giovannini taking no prisoners on the outside.
Doing a good job of being efficient and swinging high. This was a much better opportunity for Giovannini to go for that high hand shot, and it paid off.
Silla from the end line floats it in play. Germany struggling in their passing unit more than earlier. Grozer Goes again, can't find it. Third time, fingertips. That will do for the 18-year-old. Antropova back at the line. Does what she does best, which has caused some confusion for Germany, and she gets a chance to swing again. Germany on the outside, Grozer into hands, ball still alive. Faur somehow gets it off the defense.
Whatever she's got at it, but finds a way. I mean, check this out on Italy's side. Chaos happening. She just takes a big swing at it. Can't even see where she's hitting it. Off a chicken wing.
Chicken win for the win.
But then you see set two, they completely lay an egg and look like a different squad. But that's also a sign of just kind of that inexperience and learning how to be a mature team.
The youth showing now on Germany's side as they try to hang on. Italy with set point. Can they make it happen on the first time? Free ball from De Gennaro. Handled well from Cesar. Still in play, and Silla will sneak one by, and that is the second set in the pocket of Italy.
This shows that Italy is a very mature team. Even if they get punched during the first set, they don't let it faze them. They let it fuel them.
Communication, particularly on this serve. Antropova sends a bullet. Faur handling the free ball. And down the line goes Giovannini. Quick rip from Alsmeyer. She's been working that back court. Doesn't land, but it does come back easy. Straube feeds the middle down the line, and that is a nice looking finish from Chekulev.
Really good defensive plays on Italy's side, but they're finding ways to continue to keep the pressure on them, and at some point, it's gonna give.
Given a little more distribution already. Changing it up from Antropova, who she was really riding heavily in the last couple of sets. Silla gets another chance, goes deep into the corner. Grozer on the rundown. Alsmeyer, difficult angle, but somehow she finds it.
Just a high IQ play from Lena Alsmeyer. Ball, but seeing that zone 4 just wide open. Beautiful shot, especially in a really difficult out-of-system situation.
Alsmeyer plays her club ball in Novara. Previously was in Firenze, so she'll know. Germany up just by 1 here in the third. 1 set apiece so far. Doesn't matter what the scoreline was in those sets. Each of them have won. Grozer into hands and the recycle. Good push, excellent work. Straube with a cheeky dump.
Involved in the offense, especially as a setter, you want to make sure that the defense can't just go and release one way. You need to establish yourself as a threat so that...
Get one past Faur, who's one of the most veteran middles on the court. Good work. Giovannini, speed of the arm, but it's up on Germany's side. Grozer from the back court. Comes the smaller outside hitter again, but this is the swing we talked about that can work well if you're an undersized attacker. If he's giving information to his setter, I think it's often good. Listen to it, abide by it. Cross-court swing goes behind. Silla with the tip just over. Good pickup by Alsmeyer. But Grozer into hands. Antropova and Danesi teaming up again.
Who was getting this ball? And man, that is just a wall to get through.
It looked like De Gennaro had a good read on it, but unlucky. Through the hands. Chance again. Kinderman turns it down the line. The block's there. One more go, and that is so smart.
Such a smart shot, especially because Kinderman is known for that power every single time. But when she switches up to the tip, it makes it difficult to defend.
On the verge of taking another set off Italy with some tough serving. They might be able to do it. De Gradi wants to slow him down with some heat at the net. Chance again, Antropova with the tip, well picked up by Cesar. And the response is good. Grozer on the outside.
You're gonna continue to have a target on your back, and that's what you get when you're the defending VNL and Olympic champions. Everyone wants to beat you.
Well, Germany doing their very best here to get closer at 22-19. The swing down the middle works beautifully. Alsmeyer is on one.
We're seeing the ball go off of just not quite up in time, hands not pressed over far enough. Italy has to play with just a little bit more fire and focus here on out.
Velasco asking for heart, but he's going to need some points too. DeGradi puts one on a platter for Cambi. There's the swing, beautifully taken by De Donato, and another bit of pressure, but Germany defending like it is their job. And blocking as well. How about the celebrations?
Going up against the #1 ranked team in the world, they are playing completely free and excited.
In a match where she's definitely going to get all the 100% playing time, make it count. Silla now with a soft one and a little slightly stronger one. And then a full speed swing, but that's dug by Germany. Alsmeyer covered. Germany doing a great job of letting their hitters swing away. Back to Weitzel with a change of direction, and that is an energetic captain.
Fire that every team should be watching in terms of how you want to play. I mean, they're just so much fun.
And they are, you know, they're one set away. And that's considering Egonu is also in the Italian League. Here comes Antropova one more time into hands. Feed her up again, still doesn't fall. Will it go one more time? No, this time outside. Silla takes advantage of a hole in the deep corner.
With these fast tempo sets, getting on top of it, knowing that she's likely going to have a seam or the middle's going to be reaching, so she's able to go up and over it.
I'm curious I love watching her style of set and how she distributes the ball, but if she's been given the message to only set one player, she's probably quite frustrated. Now she's feeding up the outside a little bit more, and that pays off. DeGradi off hands and out.
Yeah, I really like the way that Oro is running this offense over on the right side, but that's allowing these outsides to be a little bit more open, especially in good pass situations.
Tabachuk's looking for DeGradi. She'll get the response of attack. Swing into hands. Italy cleaning things up at the net. Not down yet, and there comes DeGradi again, and there's the power that we know she has.
That really shows the versatility that DeGradi has, known for. But we've also seen her take a little bit off and throw in some tricky roll shots. That one, big seam in it, she's going right through the block.
Yeah, no chance to block that unless you're really dialed in. What a touch, De Donato keeps it in play. Malual has to be smart with it, she is. Glab sets it up for Germany. Little scramble play on Italy's side. Chance for Germany to get it done. And they do. Stouts on the outside.
Emptied their bench and threw it out there just to either give those starters a little bit of a rest before potentially her go up there and just want to hit away from her, because of course she's such a good blocker herself, so then others start to get a little bit more action.
It's always that game of cat and mouse. To the outside, big swing. Germany not going quietly. Another one from Tabachuk's. Recycle play is good from Germany. They're not letting this ball fall. Silla into the hands, good touches, stays in play. Again, Oro back to her go-to outside, and that'll get it done.
And again, just not allowing Germany to gain any momentum headed into this probable fifth.
Well, we've said Silla has been relatively quiet. She's only got 7 points. Compare that to...
They left the line open, and
yeah,
they figured out exactly what was going to happen. Maybe we'll see an adjustment to take just a little bit more of that.
Any changes Germany can make, they have to do it now. Should pick up Cesar with a jump set to Kinderman. A joust at the net. One more chance for the lefty. She'll roll it cross. Oro's out of the set. Doesn't matter. De Donato will step in. And Antropova just tagging the line on the left side.
You take away the cross court. Okay, Antropova can't hit that, but she will still rip that line shot. She's got all shots in the book.
And we've seen Germany down by 3. Chikirlaev now on the serve. Drops it on DeGradi, who struggles with it. Oh, Antropova, no struggle there. Tip from Altsmeyer doesn't work, but down the line again. The defense of Italy is everywhere, and then it's just up to Scylla to put it where she wants.
Intensity on your side. I thought Germany did a really nice job during set 1 and 3, being so scrappy.
Short ball on Grozer. She makes a good move there. Altsmeyer trying to cut it. DeGrati, she hasn't been slowed down yet. That change better. Hands on the ball, doesn't matter though. DeGrati, Danesi in that blocking combo say no.
Danesi, she is a blocking machine. A little bit quieter toward the first half of this match, but she's turning it on when the team needs it.
Because in the ball already before there was an option.
Just step by step towards the end line. The onus now is on Germany to get these side out points. Danesi pops one back to Antropova. She already has 30 points to her name. And another block, Farr and Antropova teaming up to make it nearly impossible.
Swing just a little bit higher. Both of the middles, Farr and Danesi.